Good morning, camp people. Don Kaplan here. After a long day of managing ePIMS queues and getting to zero, what you need is a healthy meal. Now, I'm not talking about the usual pharmacy manager healthy meal, Hebrew National beef franks in a blanket, bagel bites, pizza with jelly beans and vodka for dessert. I'm talking about a healthy meal. I'm talking about 10-bean soup in your pressure cooker. Now, why a pressure cooker? I'm going to tell you why. Because in a pressure cooker, you can cook a healthy, nutritious meal in the same length of time as it takes for you to heat up bagel bites. Now, let's talk about pressure cooking, because pressure cooking is not very well known, although it was first invented in 1679 by a French physicist. And it's evolved over the years to, I think, quite an art and a science. With conventional cooking, water only heats to a maximum of 212 degrees Fahrenheit. While cooking under pressure, water heats to up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit at 15 pounds per square inch of pressure. Let me show you this pressure cooker. This is not the pressure cooker that your grandma used that scared the heck out of you and scarred you for life. This is a modern piece of scientific equipment. Notice the hard anodized aluminum finish. Most important thing, silicone seal. Fits in the cap right here, in the lid. And now, the real genius. Not one, but 3 pressure relief valves. It's got a center valve here, which I'll show you in a few minutes while we're cooking, and 2 different pressure release valves on the side. These make this pressure cooker incredibly safe and fun. Next, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of 10-bean soup. Before I begin my cooking demonstration, allow me to introduce you to Rosie the garden dog. Rosie is my companion in the garden. She tills the soil, she trims the plants, she picks the herbs and vegetables, and she makes one mean compost. Let's hear it for Rosie. Now I have to tell you something. I love 10-bean soup. 10-bean soup is high in protein, high in fiber, high in complex carbohydrates, and it promotes colon health. Now, your coworkers may not like the consequences of your colon health. I know mine don't. My solution to that? Share with them. So let's talk about the ingredients for your 10-bean soup. First, the star of the show, 10 beans. Now, this is really about 5 million beans, but there's 10 different types of bean here. You have lentils, navy beans, black beans, split peas, a variety of others. Next, for a little bit of hearty protein, I have 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, salted, peppered, chopped. I have a couple of diced peppers from the garden for a little bit of heat, 2 cloves of minced garlic, bay leaves, mirepoix, celery, onion, carrot, and to make it all work, 6 cups of water. Next, we're going to chop up these vegetables in my miracle chopper. I'll be right back. Welcome back. It's time to do a little bit of chopping. Now, I love to chop vegetables, but only when I have my KitchenAid chopper. 3.5 cup capacity, and this thing wails. I can't wait to show you. First, we're going to chop the celery and carrots into manageable chunks. Move the top. The counter is aseptic, you just need to know. Put the top on. Give it a few pulsations. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Perfectly chopped every time. Pour this in the bowl, and we'll get another set going here. Now, even though I'm making the 10 bean soup today with some chicken, you can cook just about anything in a pressure cooker. You know, like Bubba and Forrest Gump talked about all the different ways you can make shrimp? Well, with a pressure cooker, you can cook just about anything. Beans, vegetables, meats, brisket. You can make pot roast. You can make squirrel roast. You can make possum roast. You can make just about anything. Well, I forgot to put the propeller in here, so we're going to have to take a break and just do that. So I'm going to ask my cameraman to take a break and get on with the production assistant. Now we have all of our vegetables all chopped up, all ready to go into the pressure cooker. And while we've been doing this, we've been heating up the 6 cups of water in the microwave. Gives us a real head start on heating up the water so we don't have to spend all that much time cooking in the pressure cooker. So I'm going to stop the microwave. And the 6 cups of water is about heated up to boiling. And we're going to put this in the pressure cooker. Okay, 6 cups of water. Pressure cooker. We're going to add 2 cups of beans that have been rinsed. Now again, with the pressure cooker, you do not need to pre-soak the beans. If you're cooking this 10 bean soup in a conventional pot, you would be looking at 3 hours of cooking time, not to mention overnight soaking. This pressure cooker will cook them 20 minutes. So we're putting the vegetables, chicken, start the flame, bay leaf, salt, fresh ground pepper, we're going to stir it up. We're going to lock on the top. There we go. Close the lid and get ready for some pressure. So we've got the fire on, we got the pressure going, we got the pressure indicator, and we got pressure cooker music. Okay, now we can see that it's under maximum pressure. We can see some steam coming out of this pressure release valve here. So we're going to turn the temperature down, turn the burner down to medium. We'll set our timer to 20 minutes. Got me under pressure. Oh yeah, watching that pressure cooker is a beautiful thing. will see you in 19 minutes and 17 seconds. While the bean soup is cooking, just remembered I need some parsley for garnish. Thank God I've got Rosie, the garden dog. Rosie, would you mind getting me some parsley? Go! And there she goes. Rosie, thank you for bringing that parsley. Let's take a look at that parsley. We'll have to work on that business about chewing and pre-digesting parsley before you fetch it for garnish. Hi again. I often get asked about pressure cooker cookbooks. My first cookbook is Cooking Under Pressure, and this is where I learned the basics. Talks about how to cook beans, artichokes, chicken, beef, and stews. Fabulous basic pressure cooker cookbook. As I got a little bit more advanced, I wanted something that corresponded to my increased skills, and I bought Pressure Cooker Gourmet. This has a lot of other stews that are a little bit more exotic, but equally easy to follow. Both of these cookbooks available on Amazon.com. We'll see you in about 11 minutes and 16 seconds. Well, the timer says it's almost 20 minutes. Uh-oh. So we go to the pressure cooker here. Turn the fire off. Now, there's two different ways to reduce the pressure in the pressure cooker. One is called the natural method, which is to allow the pressure to decline naturally, which with this amount of liquid in this size pressure cooker will take about 10 minutes. The other option is the quick release method. And this is where you just hit the pressure cooker with a hammer. No, I'm just kidding. This is where you lift up this lever and release pressure a little more quickly. So this takes about 2 minutes. I'm going to hold this lever here until the pressure is completely neutralized. A rule of thumb when cooking with a pressure cooker is to fill it no more than 3/4 full. Because if you do have to release pressure this way, if it's overfilled, you'll have superheated liquid spritzing out of the vents there. Okay, the pressure relief valve is completely in the vertical position there. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to use oven mitts to remove the top. There we go. Voila! And let's get a little view inside that pot. As you can see, we've got lots of the carrots. See a little bay leaf in there, see the chunks of chicken. Now here's a good time to remove the bay leaf. Okay, next I'm going to just check the seasoning, add a little salt and pepper, and we'll be ready to serve. I'll be with you in a minute. Well, we have seasoned the tin bean soup with chicken with a little bit of salt, freshly ground pepper, and a little champagne vinegar just to freshen it up. And we're just going to ladle this in our bowl. bit of olive oil. And parsley, although this is not the parsley brought to us by Rosie the garden dog. Little Pinot, fresh French bed, and bon appetito. And remember, be sure to share. So long.